everyone, welcome back to another lesson. Today we will be looking at what is an ebook. All right. Now there are tutorials that were done that shows you how to create an ebook, right? How you can edit an ebook, how you can add videos, audios, and images to an ebook. To see those tutorials, please click on the link at the top right hand corner and check out the software used for the creation of that ebook. The link is in the description. So let's go. So what is an ebook? So the terminology ebook stands for electronic book or electronic book, right? We all know what a physical book is, right? We typically use one every single day or every other day, or at some point in time we have used a physical book before, or we have read a physical book before. Now, the idea of an ebook is typically an electronic book or electronic book where the same contents that is within a physical book can be given to you, right, in a digital form. All right. So let's look at the definition for what an ebook is. So before we do that, what will we achieve in today's class? We're going to look at what's an ebook, the characteristics of an ebook, the formats of an ebook, ebook devices, and how to create an ebook. All right, so let's go. First thing, what is an ebook? So as the definition suggests, right, it's a non-editable, reflowable book that is converted to a digital format to be read on any digital device such as computer screens or mobile devices. Now, the operative word that you need to remember is that it is non-editable and reflowable. So you're asking yourself, what does all these things mean? All right. So non-editable, typically straightforward, it cannot be edited, so that persons who purchase these ebooks or reading these ebooks are not able to change or adjust any form of content that was made by the author. All right. So the ebook have to make sure that you cannot edit the book. So when you create the ebook and you publish your ebook or you give it to someone or persons, right, they shouldn't be able to edit it unless, right, they ask you for permission to do so, and then you will typically do it in a way where they're able to do so. But on a general basis, it should not be able to be edited. Reflowable means that whichever device view your ebook, the ebook should be able to adjust its aspect ratio, right, to fit the screen of that device. So if a person is watching it on a tablet, it shouldn't be a problem. The person watching it or reading it on a mobile device should not have a problem seeing anything at all. And the same thing goes for a person viewing it on a desktop computer or a laptop. All right. So as I said, it is converted into a digital format. And once we hear the word digital format, it typically means that it is something that is on a device, right? So we are able to read the content of a book, right, in a digital format, whether on your phone, tablets, or screen, as mentioned before. All right. Any question relating to ebooks, you can send your question to the comment section, please and thank you. Let's move on. Characteristics of an ebook. So ebooks are files that can be read on a digital device. Yes, it can. It can either be a tablet, a smartphone, a computer, etc. Right? Now, consider that how the files can be read, right? Such as Word documents. Each ebook should have a specific characteristic that differentiate them, right? So a Word document, right, is not an ebook, right? Or because persons do read Word documents on digital devices. However, it is not an ebook. So as of such, ebooks comes in different formats. It has different characteristics that would differentiate them from a file that can also be read on devices, but it is not an ebook. All right. So these characteristics will uniquely identify an ebook separate from another document, for example, Word document. So let us look at these characteristics. So an ebook should always be converted into a format that ensures it's uneditable, as I mentioned before. With thousands of people having access to it on digital devices, people could potentially change any content without the author's permission. So in order to qualify as an actual ebook, Text should not be able to change in any way, just like a paperback book. All right, moving on. So another characteristic is that true ebooks should be reflowable. And I had mentioned to you what reflowable is, and I will go over again. The aspect ratio size of the ebook should be able to be viewed on any device at all, any device, whether a smartphone, whether the size screen of the smartphone, whether the size screen of a tablet, or the size screen of a desktop or a laptop, or even a palm top. All right. So it should be able to resize automatically to fit the proportions of the device that you are reading it on. All right. So these are some unique characteristics that the ebook should have. Moving on. Food for thought, students. Food for thought. Something that you should always remember. You will see a lot of definitions and examples saying that PDF is an ebook format. It is to some extent, and we're going to look at why it is considered an ebook format to some extent, right? PDFs can't be edited, right? They cannot be edited unless it was typically made in a specific way to be edited. Like for example, if you're creating a form in a PDF, right? But that is totally different if you're just creating text for persons to read only, right? They won't be able to edit the text. Person can copy, but they cannot paste anything on it, and they cannot cut anything on it, and they cannot edit or change any form of word or letter on a PDF file. All right. However, it isn't reflowable. So they don't qualify as ebooks according to the characteristics that differentiate ebooks. Right? Because remember, we spoke about what reflowable is, right? But with business taking advantage of ease of PDF downloads and distribution, PDFs have become an unofficial ebooks and are still widely used ebook formats. So it is easier for businesses to publish things in a PDF format than if they should publish it in another ebook format. So you can typically say that PDF is the easiest ebook format that is out there, right? With the current technology that we have, right, to date, right? Because, for example, companies may distribute manuals to customers instead of having them printed and given to them, right? I remember sometimes when you receive a car, when you buy a car, you get a CD or a memory card, and on that CD or memory card is available the manual in an ebook format for the customer, right? Or even a PDF format for the customer. So some businesses use this alternative because it saves them a lot of money. And if you're having a business and you want to distribute some information to your clients or customers, it is best that you do it in a PDF format, put it on your server where they're able to download it, right? It saves you time and money, right? So because of all of this, it is typically considered as a quote unquote unofficial ebook, right? And it is widely used among the other ebook formats. And in class, we will be looking at other ebook formats as well. So please remember that, right? That this is a food for thought. So we're at the ebook formats. So you have many different ebook formats, but we will be only looking at 3 in today's class. Your homework is to find out the other ebook formats and the different type of devices that can read those ebook formats. So let us look at the first one that we have here. It is called EPUB, which stands for Electronic Publication, right? It is the most widely supported format and can be read on a variety of devices, including computers, smartphones, tablets, and most e-readers, except Kindles. And I will summarize that everybody knows what a Kindle is, right? EPUB files are reflowable as one of the main characteristics of a ebook, right? Which can be quote unquote call them a true ebook, right? And it is easier to read on small devices such as your smartphones. And you have some small tablet screen as well, which this one will be totally suitable for. Let us look at the other format. AZW, right? Which is Amazon. right? Amazon AWZ is the file that Amazon ebook is, which was developed for Kindle e-readers. Because you know the Amazon have a wonderful platform of a lot of books, right? And due to that fact, right, the Kindle is very imperative for persons who typically, you know, shop a lot on Amazon for books, right, and read a lot of of books on Amazon. So these files can store complex content like bookmarks, annotations, and highlights. But the use of AZW files are limited to Kindles or devices with the Kindle app. So Amazon typically limit it to its own devices, right, or anything relating to its apps. Which to some extent you can't blame Amazon for that because they're the one who typically developed this type of file format, this ebook format, right? Additively, they can only be accessed from Amazon online bookstore, right? So all the ebook formats that are AZW can only be found on Amazon bookstore. All right, moving on. PDF, the most popular one that everybody should know, right? And PDF stands for Portable Document Format, right? And as mentioned before, it's not really a true ebook format, right? But according to the definition, it's the format that most people are familiar with, right? Created by Adobe, right? PDFs are known for the ease of use, ability to hold custom layouts because they hold their format and aren't reflowable. They can be difficult to read on a small screen. Despite this, they are still one of the most commonly used ebook formats, especially by marketers, as mentioned before. So most persons, when you have an ebook, right, or a PDF file or ebook that is a PDF, right, on you're reading something on your smartphone, most times you typically have to rotate your phone to horizontally for you to be able to see the letters properly because they are so small. The only way you can actually see these letters and words better is you typically have to turn the phone horizontally. All right. Even persons with a big screen phone would typically have to do the same thing. All right. So let's move on. We are next thing. We are going to look at ebook devices. Right. So there are three main ebook devices that are used to read ebooks, right, or to view ebooks, right? And these are computers, tablets, and smartphones. It is as simple as that, right? You can read your ebook on the computer, you can read it on a tablet, or you can read it on your smartphone. All right? There are others, but these are the most popular ones. Moving on, e-readers. What are e-readers? You may ask yourself. A device called an e-reader or electronic reader was developed specifically for reading and storing ebooks. Before continuing, an e-reader is only, as the definition mentioned, only and solely developed to read ebooks. Nothing more, nothing less. It looks like a tablet, but it cannot do everything a tablet does, right? So it is typically a handheld device that ebooks can read on, as mentioned before, right? Now, examples of these e-readers are Amazon Kindle, Rakuten Kobo, Barnes and Noble's Nook, right? These are some examples of e-readers where the sole purpose of it is for users to read ebooks on. All right. Now, I hope that you enjoyed today's class. I hope that you learned something about ebook. Our our agenda said that we're going to look at how to create an ebook, and yes, you will be taught how to create an ebook. For that video, please click at the link at the top right hand corner and the website in which the definitions for ebook and the information used within this lesson, the link is available in the description. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and remember, like, share, and subscribe. This is eTech Jamaica, your one stop for every computer science, computer studies, ICT, and digital media content. Have a wonderful day.